Morning, happy Wednesday. Well, it's definitely a hump day for me. Just jumped out of the shower and come out for a quick walk with Jeff. Oh, I so enjoyed reading your comments this morning. I needed that. I've reached a point in the month where I'm feeling really stretched thin and a bit overwhelmed with what I've got to do. But it's hard, isn't it? Because when you feel like that, you just want to retreat and do nothing, and yet doing nothing will just make everything worse. So I've just got to get on. Oh, darling. It's when I'm like this, I find it really difficult to eat well. Because the easiest thing is to just throw, the birds are lovely, is to just throw something non-nourishing in the oven and call it done. But Megan stayed at a boyfriend's all weekend, and I think they had Chinese takeaway on Friday. They went to the pub on Saturday and on Sunday. Monday she was on her own at home, so she would have just had either takeaway or rubbish. You know, she did make herself something. She didn't have takeaway, she did make herself something, but not a home cooked meal. Yeah, darling. And then last night Nick and I ordered takeaway Chinese, which is unusual for us. We only do it about every 3 or 4 weeks, but of course Megan was sick of it. She didn't want it, and I just feel so guilty. This is keeping it real this morning, guys. So we've got rubbish to go in the bin. We've got dishwasher to unload and reload. Got recycling to go out. Rubbish for the bin. The washing machine's finished. I've got yarn drying that needs sorting to go to work. I've got laundry that needs folding. I've got, just it feels an overwhelming amount of stuff to do before I can even do the stuff I need to do. So I think I'm going to get myself a Pepsi and, well, just crack on. It's got to be done, right?
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, we're playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. This brings out the wildness. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo. How this brings out the wildness. I got a little crush on you.
Here we are. I gave myself, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, just to get stuff done. So the laundry's folded, the yarn's away, that laundry there needs ironing. Yeah, we're getting there. Just had a quick, and I'm just going to prepare dinner now. Oh, let me show you this while I'm showing something. How cutesy. I bought him at David Austin Roses when I went for afternoon tea with my friend Catherine. I bought him with a view to putting him away for a gift, but I loved it so much I kept it. Right, so I've had a quick clean up, as you've seen. I'm just going to prepare the vegetables to go into roast later on when I get home from work. But if I prepare them now, at least they're done. I've got butternut squash, peppers, fennel, courgette, onion. I normally put cherry tomatoes in, but I don't have any. So yeah, just using up what's in the fridge really. You see I've got a whole butternut squash here. It's absolutely fine. It's nowhere near starting to turn or anything like that. So in the interest of being kind to myself, I'm going to use this bag of frozen butternut squash. I always keep one of these in the freezer actually, because it's so versatile for soup, and like this I roast it for in butternut, for in couscous salad, that sort of thing. But it's so versatile, so I generally always keep one in. I might well roast 2 pans of vegetables. If the oven's on, I try to put more than one thing in at a time, so I might well roast 2 pans, and then I've got them for in the week as well. But that's what I'll do. Just chopping some of these bigger chunks up a little bit. Be absolutely fine for soup and things, but still quicker than peeling and preparing a whole butternut squash. I'd show you a sneak peek of some of the new yarns that are going into the shop this weekend. So I'm going to label these now and come and photograph them in our usual spot that you saw the other day, and get them listed on the website. I've got 10 new colours. Oh no, 10, 11, 12, 14 new colours this month to get organised. So finding a name for them all is the worst part. First walks Nick and I took when we secured our tenancy in our shop, and we swore then that we would always pinch ourselves and never take for granted what was on our doorstep and the life that we were creating for each other. So when I am feeling a bit stressed or overwhelmed I always come and do this walk and just reflect back to see how far we've come as a family and as a couple and as a business, and it remains one of my favourite walks. Good, Danny. Good, Jude. Jude. Lunchtime walk with Jeff, and a couple more orders have just come in, so I'm just packing these, and look at all these minis. I often wonder what these will become, don't you? I mean, look, all blues and purples and teal. Yeah, I wonder what they will become. These two on camera, totally wrong. That's a real vibrant kingfisher blue, and this is a teal. Just doesn't pick up on the camera at all. Well, I'd love to know what they become. And this order, this has just come in as well, is pond dipping and pickle. I'd love to see what they become as well. I wonder if that's going to be a shawl or... Oh, lovely. Very inspiring packing orders, because you see combinations that you wouldn't necessarily put together. Hey everyone. Oh, another day. 5 o'clock now. And yeah, home from work. Megan was home before Nick and I today, so bless her, she put jacket potatoes in the oven and cooked the vegetables that I prepared earlier. So I'm just going to make them into a quick couscous salad. I've got a quiche in the oven, jacket potatoes for Nick with some seasoned chicken that I'm just going to griddle. I've just butterflied a chicken breast, sprinkled it with some, what have I put on here? Garlic salt, onion salt, or granules. Oh, and just some Cajun chicken seasoning. So yeah, quick dinner, because Nick and Megan are at archery this evening, and I've got a Zoom call with the people coming on this weekend retreat. So all go again this evening. So yeah, couscous salad, quiche and a green salad for Meg and I, and then jacket potatoes with grilled chicken for Nick. And there'll be enough chicken and couscous left to make lunches tomorrow. And yeah, as much as this morning I felt quite like, you know, I needed to get stuff done. I'm so glad that I carved out that half hour of time to just get ahead for this evening, so I'm in a better place now. Sorry about my little rant this morning. I'm unsure at this point. I haven't edited today's video at all, so I don't really know what content I've got, but I'm going to keep it in. I've been umming and ahhing whether to or not, but I'm going to keep it in, you know. Life isn't always beautiful strolls along the river and looking for nature. Sometimes you feel a bit full and a bit stressy, and you know, and I think if I didn't acknowledge that here, then you would get the wrong impression, and that wouldn't be true or fair. But I'm okay. I feel all right now. I think sometimes in the morning it's probably getting up at 6 o'clock that threw me off, which is ludicrous because that by no means is a late start to the day, is it? But yeah, sometimes in the morning before you start your day, it can feel a bit overwhelming, but once you get cracking and you get stuff done, it's okay. Right, I'm just pouring some couscous into some chicken stock cube. I put far too much pressure on myself, you know. This morning my intention was to make a quiche. I was going to make the fresh pastry, and yeah, I was going to make the pastry this morning. I've got eggs that need using up and some cream in the fridge, and so I was going to make a quiche. And making a quiche isn't hard, I make them regularly. But why this week I thought I needed to put that pressure on myself, I don't know. So I've just picked up a quiche. Or rather, I got Megan to pick up a quiche from Tesco on her way home, and it'd be perfectly lovely. I do put a bit much on myself sometimes, and you know, there's no shame in buying a quiche from the supermarket, is there? It's crazy. And as it goes, the cream was out of date, so that needs to go in the bin, which I don't like throwing away a whole carton of cream like that, but you know, sometimes these mistakes happen, don't they? I've never used this brand of couscous before. I might stick a lid on it and let it do its thing. Yeah, anyway, be kind to yourself, my friends. If you need to take half an hour, do. If you need to just go out and buy a ready meal because cooking is just too much, that's okay too. As long as we bend and don't snap, we'll get through it, won't we? And I'm not bent now. Perfectly straight like a proud tulip. See you tomorrow. Take care.